My first remembrance of AtlantiCare was when it was Atlantic City Medical Center. I was 10 years old and my father had a heart attack, and I can remember sitting literally in an orange plastic chair next to a brick wall in front of the registration desk, and my mom went upstairs to the ICU and I had to sit there because children weren't allowed in the ICU. And then all of a sudden a nurse came down and talked to someone at the front desk, and she had on a doctor's lab coat, asked me to get up and put me inside the lab coat and snuck me back onto the elevator. And that's what I remember, just feeling like I was, really being enveloped and cared for, and had the opportunity then to get off the elevator and hearing lots of buzzers and seeing the lights, but then seeing my dad and seeing him smile at me. And that's one of the first things I remember about the hospital, the care that was provided to both my family, but also to me. It has stayed with me to this day. So having been born and raised in Brigantine, I've had an opportunity, always to use AtlantiCare, for services, whether it's my primary care doctor to using the emergency room, having my children here. I've always looked to AtlantiCare to provide excellent healthcare services for the community. I think what really got me involved in seeking a career in healthcare is the difference that you can make for people, and not necessarily just your patients, but the family, and the social circuit that surrounds the patient. If you can make a difference for them. So my family has a long history with Atlantic City Hospital. My grandfather was a surgeon here, ultimately became chairman of the board. His son and namesake, my uncle, was also a surgeon here. So while I'm not a doctor like my grandfather and uncle, I take incredible pride in supporting our frontline staff care for the patients of this community. I personally will never forget how I was treated and how I felt when I was 10 years old, and I always want our patients to have that same experience.